The saga of 3I, Atlas, commences with its detection on the 1st of July 2025 by NASA's Atlas telescope in Chile, marking it as the third confirmed interstellar object to breach our solar system. Initial observations classify it as a comet, with a hyperbolic trajectory indicating origins from a distant star system, traveling at velocities exceeding 150,000 miles per hour. Spectral data from observatories like Keck in Hawaii reveal a compact coma and dust emissions. But inconsistencies arise. An unusual anti-tail streams toward the sun, defying standard cometary behavior. As global teams collaborate, including ESA's Mars Express, capturing faint ion signatures, the object's composition hints at exotic ices and isotopes not native to our stellar neighborhood. Michio Kaku's preliminary analysis questions its natural formation, suggesting quantum anomalies or unknown propulsion. The chapter probes the discovery's technical intricacies, from radar mapping to hydroxyl emission detection, underscoring the initial dismissal by NASA as a routine visitor. Yet, as perihelion approaches on the 30th of October 2025, brightness fluctuations and structural anomalies measuring approximately 594 kilometers intensify scrutiny, blending excitement with foreboding. But if this anti-tail conceals deliberate maneuvering, what nightmare scenario has NASA overlooked? As 3I Atlas hurtles closer, latest observations expose a cascade of peculiarities that challenge astrophysical norms. High-resolution imaging from Hubble discloses no traditional cometary tail, instead revealing a forward glow resembling artificial illumination, prompting whispers of headlights among experts. Data from NASA's spacecraft indicate massive water outgassing, likened to a cosmic fire hydrant, with hydroxyl emissions far surpassing expectations for an interstellar survivor. The anti-tail, confirmed by Keck astronomers, suggests reversed material flow, possibly due to magnetic interactions or internal forces. Michio Kaku amplifies these findings, theorizing on potential dark matter influences or engineered structures, while Avi Loeb's assessments question its classification as a mere comet. Interference in radio signals and erratic magnetic pulses add layers of intrigue, as simulations fail to predict its non-gravitational acceleration. The chapter dissects scientific methodologies, including infrared spectroscopy and AI-driven pattern analysis, highlighting debates over isotopic rarities and density inconsistencies that imply hollow or artificial components. With two spacecraft poised to traverse its potential ion tail, anticipation builds for direct sampling. Yet, if these pulses encode structured signals, what hostile intent might the latest data confirm? NASA's early pronouncements label 3I Atlas a standard interstellar comet, drawing on parallels with Oumuamua and Borisov, emphasizing its natural trajectory and volatile composition. However, internal reviews expose hesitations. Orbital models underestimate its acceleration, attributing deviations to outgassing when magnetic anomalies suggest otherwise. Public briefings downplay risks, asserting no Earth threat despite its perihelion at 1.4 AU. Michio Kaku critiques this stance, warning of over-reliance on solar-centric paradigms that blind agencies to extrasolar phenomena. The chapter examines agency protocols, from impact assessments to collaborative data sharing with ESA and JAXA, revealing discrepancies in density estimates that hint at unnatural lightness. As October 2025 data accumulates, including real-time Mars probe observations, NASA's narrative phrase faint radio emissions mimic patterns beyond random noise. Scientific discourse intensifies, with independent studies challenging the comet's survivability through interstellar space without evident damage. But as confidence erodes, what nightmare does the data now substantiate that NASA dreaded? October 2025 brings a torrent of new observations, confirming anomalies that escalate concerns. Reanalyzed trajectories show fine-tuned alignments with solar system bodies, defying probabilistic odds. Keck's confirmation of the anti-tail coupled with hydroxyl surges, indicates volatile reserves improbably preserved over cosmic distances. Michio Kaku dissects these, positing hypothetical alien technology or quantum effects, while NASA's recalibrated models admit errors in initial projections. The chapter delves into fresh datasets. Spacecraft encounters with the ion tail yield unexpected particle compositions, and magnetic pulses exhibit rhythmic patterns suggestive of modulation. Debates rage over the forward glow, with some proposing plasma interactions, others artificial origins. Avi Loeb's Loeb scale rates it high on technological potential, fueling speculation. As the object nears closest solar approach, simulations predict potential fragmentation or behavioral shifts, prompting urgent monitoring enhancements. If these revelations point to engineered design, what cosmic peril has been irrefutably confirmed? Michio Kaku steps forward with grave interpretations of the latest data, framing 3I Atlas as a test of humanity's cosmic readiness. He highlights the magnetic pulses as evidence of internal energy sources beyond natural decay, possibly indicative of propulsion systems or signaling devices. Drawing on string theory, Kaku speculates on extra-dimensional influences, explaining the anti-tail and acceleration. The chapter explores his analyses via interviews and theoretical models, contrasting NASA's caution with his calls for paradigm shifts. Data showing anomalous emissions align with scenarios of reconnaissance probes, echoing warnings about hostile intent. As perihelion looms, Kaku urges international vigilance, noting implications for SETI and defense protocols. The narrative builds suspense around quantum entanglement possibilities, linking it to distant origins, offering glimpses into alien astrophysics. But if Kaku's warnings prove prescient, what irreversible nightmare unfolds for NASA and Earth? With perihelion imminent, aggregated data solidifies NASA's apprehensions. 3I Atlas's trajectory adjustments and emission patterns defy natural explanations, confirming deviations that suggest intentional course corrections. Water spewing rates challenge thermal survival models, while ion tail crossings by spacecraft detect exotic elements. Michio Kaku declares this as validation of his fears, an object potentially probing our system with unknown motives. The chapter synthesizes global findings, from ESA's Mars observations to private telescope arrays, revealing structured signals amid the noise. Debates over biosignatures or technological relics intensify, with implications for panspermia or extraterrestrial contact. As the comet begins its outbound arc, lingering effects on solar-wind interactions raise alarms. Yet, as it departs, what greater threat does this confirmation herald from the stars? The confirmation ripples through astronomy, mandating revisions to interstellar object theories and detection systems. NASA's acknowledged missteps spur enhanced protocols, integrating AI for anomaly detection. Michio Kaku extrapolates to philosophical depths, questioning if 3I Atlas signals a populated cosmos or isolated enigmas. The chapter assesses shifts in exoplanet studies and SETI, with the object's features inspiring hypotheses on alien engineering. Long-term tracking plans monitor its exit, probing Oort cloud perturbations. Scientific unity emerges, blending caution with profound wonder. But if this is only the precursor, what unimaginable nightmares await in the interstellar expanse? As 3I Atlas recedes, unresolved enigmas persist. Pattern pulses and anti-tail mechanics defy closure, casting doubt on natural origins. Michio Kaku's final admonitions stress ongoing surveillance, lest similar visitors recur. The chapter consolidates lingering puzzles, from isotopic oddities to potential hidden mechanisms, driving future missions. Astronomers advocate for advanced observatories, recognizing the object's role in exposing knowledge frontiers. Yet, in the cosmic silence, does 3I Atlas foretell a reckoning NASA can no longer ignore?